Kirk Cousins is really interesting to me. Kirk Cousins, we don't know if he's the former Redskins quarterback yet. I think Kirk Cousins' time is done in Washington. I don't want to date someone who doesn't like me, right? Like, if someone doesn't like me, I end the relationship. They don't want to hang out with me. They don't want to be with me. The Redskins don't like Kirk Cousins. And Kirk Cousins deserves a big deal. He deserves a long-term contract worth a lot of money. Now, Kirk Cousins will probably get more money than he actually deserves, but it's fine. I mean, I don't know. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He's a stable quarterback. He's a franchise quarterback. Now, the best bet for Kirk Cousins is to go to the Denver Broncos. They're the most ready to win now. That'd be a great marriage. You would have John Elway, Kirk Cousins, kind of mentoring him from afar. And they don't want to waste time. This is good for both sides. It's good for Kirk Cousins. He gets money. He gets a good franchise to work with. And it'd be good for the Broncos because the Broncos they have a window right now. They have a good franchise. They have a good roster right now. They have a window to win. You don't want to waste any time developing and teaching a rookie quarterback. You can win tomorrow if you get a good quarterback. Do that. Get a guy so you can win tomorrow. Don't get a guy because in 3 years it might be too late. Your defensive stars, Von Miller, all your aging stars, they might be gone. You got to capitalize on the window the Broncos have now. The Broncos' best bet is to sign Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is the best answer for a lot of teams. But let's remove the Broncos. Say the Broncos are like, we don't want Kirk Cousins, or they find another solution. Then what's left for Kirk Cousins? Well, will the Jaguars move off of Blake Bortles? Probably not. You can make an argument for that, I guess. But Blake Bortles has took them a long ways. Blake Bortles got them to the AFC Championship, if not maybe the Super Bowl. So I don't think the Jaguars move off of Blake Bortles. If it's not the Broncos, I would go to the Cleveland Browns. If I'm Kirk Cousins and the Broncos don't want me, I am going to the Cleveland Browns. Because if it's the Browns or the Cardinals or the Jets or the Giants, Cleveland, unless Minnesota, unless the Vikings want you, if I'm Kirk Cousins, unless the Vikings want me, I'm going to the Browns. He's going to get paid big money and go to a bad team if he's going to do that. Because all these teams suck. All the teams that he hasn't, other than the Browns and the Vikings, every other team stinks. Of all the teams he can go to that suck and are going to pay him a lot of money, the Browns have the most potential. The Browns, of all the bad teams, the Browns is actually the best situation. So hear me out. The Cardinals have a bad draft pick and a tough division. They play the 49ers, the Rams, and the Seahawks. That's 6 games a year you're probably going to lose for the next who knows how long. And they don't have a coach yet. The Jets are a bad team in the Patriots division with one early draft pick and a defensive coach. So their one saving grace is they have an earlier draft pick. The Jets do. Now the Giants are a bad team with an earlier draft pick and a crazy scary division. The Redskins, the Cowboys, and the Eagles with Carson Wentz. Nope. The Bills are a good defense. So they have one good thing going for them. The Bills have a good defense. But again, they're in the Patriots division. And they have a bad draft pick. They're not going to get a new star in the draft. Now the Browns are the best of all the bad teams. The Browns are the best scenario for Kirk Cousins. You have 2 top 4 draft picks. That can get you Calvin Ridley, a lineman, a running back. Who knows? The options are endless. You can get a ton of weapons. And the Cleveland Browns play in a declining division. The Baltimore Ravens and Joe Flacco, going down. The Bengals went 9-7 for 7-9. It feels like 2 years in a row. I think it's 2 years in a row now. They have Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's a mess. So the future for the Ravens is bleak. The future for the Bengals is bleak. And Big Ben's getting old. So the Steelers are actually going down and down and down. Plus, the Cleveland Browns have a quarterback-minded coach. Most of the teams that suck have a defensive-minded coach. The Browns do not. The Browns have Hugh Jackson, who understands quarterbacks. So unless the Vikings or the Broncos come after me, if I'm Kirk Cousins, I am going to Cleveland. As crazy as that sounds, as historically bad as they are, they have the most potential to be great. They have the most pieces. They're in the best positioning spot. They're in the best scenario for you to build a successful franchise. Because you're not doing it with the Cardinals. You're not doing it with the Jets. You're not doing it with the Bills. You're not doing it with the Giants. the Broncos actually, surprisingly, not the Broncos, the Browns, surprisingly actually have the most potential of all the bad teams in the NFL. Now, the question is, will the Browns screw it up? I mean, the Browns are known for issue, mistake after mistake after mistake. I don't know. It scares me. I feel so bad for the people of Cleveland.